I have a joke for my people who are in love with Breaking Bad. Why does Walter White never pay for pizza? Because it's always on the house. I know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Like, it's always on the house. Welcome to Flights Cabin Crew Announcement. It's your boy, Cabin Crew. Hey, Bass Pilot. Yeah, I want to talk to you guys about something. Recently, I watched Tenet. I tried watching it before and I couldn't make it through like the first act when they were in the, whatever they were, opera, orchestra, whatever that scene was. And I watched it again recently. And with this mind I have now, where I understand things in a better way, I sort of got the whole concept, you get? And what I realized, even though I'm not going to talk about inverse entropy or anything like that, I want to talk about time travel, even though it wasn't necessarily about time travel. But I want to talk about the fact that, I want us to talk about the fact that, imagine if you had the power to travel back to like a time where you wish you could change things, like time travel in general, like Back to the Future. Is it Back to the Future? Yeah, Marty McFly, one of my favorite movies. I love the trilogy. But like, imagine if you had the power to go back in time. Right now we're in 2023. Imagine if you could go back to like when you were age 10 with all the knowledge you have right now. You could be, I don't maybe for those of you who are already stopping your class, congratulations. You could top your class consistently. For people like me and my boys, I know my boys, I'm going to keep knowledge of every single soccer. Did I just say soccer? Hold on. Lord forgive me for saying soccer. Every single football result, every single basketball result, like NBA championship, everything. And I'm willing to bet. I had to go bet. I had to go cut my bet. 2010, Lakers to win the championship. 2011 won the NBA championship. Oh, Dirk Nowitzki. 2012, Miami Heat. 2013, Miami Heat. 2014, San Antonio Spurs. 2015, Golden State Warriors. Hands, I did take like first day of the season. I had to go put like all my life savings. And no matter what, wait, 2015, how old was I? I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, but my age at 2015, put all my life savings in it and just bet on Golden State to win. Because I mean, if you had the power to travel back in time, you do so many things. But personally, one thing I'll do is I'll go back to infant school. I'll go back to my first year and I'll go back to see the guys who used to bully the hell out of me and I'll deal with them. Okay, well, I don't think I'll be able to deal with them because unfortunately, when I went to school, I met people who were like more or less like men. They were grown-ass people. They had fully grown beards. They spoke in a deep voice and they used to bully the hell out of us. But one thing we couldn't do is we couldn't fight back because we had no power. We had no freedom. Secondary school didn't allow us to be who we are right now. Imagine going back to secondary school with the knowledge you have right now as a first year student, knowing very well that nobody had the right to touch you. Nobody had the right to abuse you. Nobody had the right to open your chop box and take all your needle. That thing was sad. I don't know if you're watching this and you went to secondary school with me and we stayed in the same dormitory. I don't know if you remember what they called the Deberic. We had a senior who liked a particular drink called the Deberic. It was basically just a cup of Milo, warm or cold. And according to him, with every sip he takes, he wants a mustache made of powdered milk. So what we'll tell you to do is, once he's about to drink, pour like a spoon of powdered milk on the surface. When he sips it and it makes a mustache, you pour another spoon of powdered milk. And you do that until he's done. So basically, you're pouring your powdered milk on his Milo every time he takes a sip so that he'll have a needle mustache, then later he'll use his tongue to lick it off. That makes no sense. And we couldn't do anything because, I mean, you should see him. He was tall. He was like 6 foot. He had a very strong build and it was one of those things. Bro, do you know it's a tongue twister? Regularly scheduled programming. I have Ashanti blood in me, so you can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for a fun fact brought to you by Winnie. Did you know the strongest muscle in the body is the tongue? Do with that as you please. The tongue is the strongest muscle. Oh, the tongue! Power to the tongue. People. I'm not saying time travel is real. I'm not saying time travel exists. I'm just saying if we all had the opportunity to travel back in time, we change certain things. Do you understand? And personally, I would use it to enrich myself because as a Ghanaian, not enrich myself, enrich my family and my friends, I think. But the most important thing is I won't make mistakes that I've made right now. And I know they always talk about the butterfly effect. When you change something in the past, it affects something in the future. My brother, there's nothing in this current GH that will be affected. For all you know, I'd rather make things better. I know it sounds like I'm hating on my country. I love Ghana. I love my motherland. But if you're living in this Ghana with me right now, you know that I'm not lying. If they tell you, whatever you do in the past can affect the future, or don't do it. Fam. You're suffering. So yeah, watch Tenet. If you don't get it, watch it again. And if you don't get it the second time, watch it the third time. Understand the concept of it and just imagine what you could do. Even if you could go back 15 minutes in time. 15 minutes ago, what was I doing? Okay, I can't say that on camera. But like, yeah, imagine what you were doing 15 minutes ago. Imagine if you had the opportunity to manipulate that and let it go with what you really want. How would you feel? And whilst you're doing that, if you're watching me or if you're listening to me, you make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, you make sure you leave a comment, and you make sure you share this to your friends, because this has been Flight Cabin Crew Announcements. See you on the next trip. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah.